How's it going, everybody? It's Spaz Eagle, and today I'm going to be starting a new series. It's going to be 4 episodes long, and it is going to be a tank review over the 4 Tier 8 premium tanks that you get in the loot boxes for this year's Christmas spectacular event. And I have all 4 of them. I've been very lucky that I managed to get all 4 of them. And they are obviously the Bisonte here, the G-Sor, the Barask, and the ISU 152K. Now I'm going to be going in depth on how I use all 4 of these tanks, what my thoughts are on them, and then I will be also showing just a little bit of gameplay just so you guys can see kind of these tanks in action. But I think for this one, I'm going to start with the Bisonte. Now, the Bisonte is my favorite probably of these 4. It is the Italian heavy tank, and it features the new auto reloading mechanic, and I find it extremely useful and extremely powerful when I use it properly. This is the crew I have for it. Not a high tier crew, but it's still very impactful. As you can see, I put one of the reward female crew members as my commander, so I have Brothers in Arms, Sixth Sense, and Concealment already on her. And then for the rest of my crew, I have Brothers in Arms and Concealment already trained, so now I'm trying to get more specific perks for the rest of my crew. I do use the equipment. I think it helps make the Bisonte better. The 3 pieces of equipment I use are vents, probably one of the more obvious ones I could probably use. I also use the vertical stabilizers and the improved rotation mechanism. I think this combination of equipment helps me make this tank even better. And then for rounds, I thought you could use gold if you really, really wanted to, because it's a premium tank. But I feel like the armor-piercing rounds in general, with the 218 of pen and 360 average damage, is good enough. And look at the price difference, 930 to 4800. I think there's no need to really shoot gold with this, unless maybe you're in a tier 10 matchup and you're going against a mouse or something like that. But that's kind of my setup for the Bisonte. Now we can jump to some gameplay, and you guys can kind of see how I play this tank and kind of the new reloading mechanism and that kind of stuff. So let's jump to the gameplay. Alright, so we've loaded into Prokhorovka. I'm in a platoon battle with 2 of my clanmates. We got Sniper and Scary in the Alpine Tiger and the Object 252U. And we are going to decide to try and take the east side of the map, and hopefully that works out for us. So as you can see right away, the reticle for the Bisonte is completely different than anything like I've ever seen in this game so far. The reloading mechanism for this is an auto reload, but like it's different. I don't remember the name for it, but as you can see here, it reloads these 1 shells at a time and has these little beeper notifications as it gets closer and closer to being reloaded. So you can have up to 3 shells loaded up at once. And I believe there's a 2-second inner clip reload. It should show up. No, okay. Yeah, it's a 2-second inner clip reload. And when you fire 1 shell, it'll take 2 seconds like a normal inner clip to reload, but it'll also start charging up the 3rd shell. So it feels like you might have a bottomless clip, because you never have to really press R to like reload. It's just constantly reloading for you. So it's a very interesting mechanic, and I actually really like it. I guess the only issue I have with it is if you're trying to change rounds, let's say I'm trying to change to gold, I'd have to dump all 3 of my shells, so it can't be like if I shoot, it won't reload gold. It'll just keep reloading my normal shells. So I'd have to dump all 3 of these shells in order to switch to gold, which I guess makes sense. But, so back to the gameplay. As you see, me and my 2 platoon mates, we're kind of taking this hill by ourselves, and it seems like most of the team has pushed into the middle. Which is kind of an issue for us. As you see, I can try to see if I can snipe any of them. But, and now we have our first opponent too, which is IS-2-2, which really bothers me. But, and as I noted right here in this gameplay, when I was playing with them, there's no artillery. So luckily we can just sit here, and am I going to be able to pop someone off? No, I don't think so. As you can see, they're just outside my view range, so maybe if I had a better crew and some coded optics, maybe I'd definitely be seeing them. But this IS-2-2 is definitely trying to figure out how to get us. And you see, first off, my teammate gets sets on fire. But everyone seems to be popping up here, and it's just us 3, and we. Oh no! My friend, the Alpine Tiger, gets ammo racked. His top pops off, and it is down to just me and my friend Scary holding the flank against at least 6 tanks. So now we're talking in our comms, and we're just praying that our west side can kill and push, and we are going to hold this as long as we can. What is he doing? He pops up. 1, 2, 3. 1,000 damage straight into the T-32. Easy. Piece of cake. And where did he come from? We still don't really know where he came from, but ISU-152K saves the day. The other Lootbox tank. So now we're down here. I have a kill. The ISU-152K has a kill. But I want to go back to that T-32 kill. You see how fast I did 1,000 damage to him. And how fast my 3 shells just pop, pop, pop. Right into his lower plate. Situations like that are why I just find this Bisonte to be absolutely incredible. If you can have a perfect clip like that where you can hit all 3 shots, you're going to have a crazy game. As you can see, we're only like 5 minutes in. I got 1,000 damage, 320 blocking, and 1,000 spotting. Now, am I going to be able to find this Tiger P? Or, not Tiger P. T-62 Patriot? Oh, it's a Patriot. My bad. The opposite. We get a nice 1 shot into him. See if we can get a second, and he blocks it. Back up. Great use of a bush by me, I think. And you can just kind of see that reload mechanism. It just... You're constantly getting shells. Now, I could have fired 1 shell, 2 shells, and it would just started reloading the other shells for me. So you never have to worry about a situation where you have 1 shell loaded, like you would in a normal, like kind of multi-fire gun. And I don't know how I missed that. I was so upset, but I hit that shot anyway. There goes kill number 2 on the Patriot. But you don't have to worry about situations where you might have 1 or 2 bullets on a clip, like you might have in a G-SOAR or an AMX 1375, where you have maybe half a clip, and you're debating, should I reload, should I not? This tank, you're always reloading. So it's kind of convenient, and it's kind of helps you relieve your stress when you're thinking, do I need to reload, do I not? And I see a beautiful sight for me right there. And I just absolutely brick that shot. But I hit the second shot, and I get the enemy Bisonte. So that was a very nice kill for me to get. I'm up to 3 kills, and it looks like our west flank crumbled. But we've managed to hold this hill. None of the enemies have decided to push us, so we've managed to hold this hill this whole time. We've done our job on this flank. So we are just going to sit here and see what happens. The UDES and the, I believe it was a, man, I don't remember what that tank was. Oh, because I don't have this up. The UDES and the Charioteer, there we go. We don't know where they are. They haven't been spotted in a minute. And we're just hoping that ISU-152K can maybe hold himself over there. I tell him to retreat because I'm trying to get him to draw the Barask and the other enemies over the tracks, because then me and my teammate will have good shots on them. So we're trying to see. ISU 152K is getting shot. We can't see anything. He's not spotting them, and he's outside of our view range and dead. So now it's just down to me and my teammate Scary. At this point, I have full health. I'm feeling super confident. And then there's the Charioteer. Scary gets a shot. I get a shot. Charioteer decimated. We're loading my third shell back again, and the UDES snipes him. Everyone seems to show up at once. I'm spotted. Ammo wrecked. Try to fix that. Try to get a shot off, and we're finished. Didn't get to make the nice, crazy comeback. But you can kind of see all the new different like mechanisms and stuff for this new kind of tank, and for maybe later in the year, because it is 2021, later in the year when Wargaming tries to release the new Italian tanks that might have this kind of mechanic, you got a sense of kind of how this tank works. I definitely was very proud of this game. It wasn't my best one I've had in this game, but it was a good one. 1800 damage, 680 blocking, and 1000 spotting. I really think this tank is impactful in a good player, and you can definitely change the game. Like, it's just such a good tank, and it boggles my mind how good this is. Honestly, I'm just gonna keep saying how good this tank is, because I just think it is so perfect. Some people might call it a little OP, but it is definitely a strong tank for sure. There's no doubt about that. But that's all I really have for you guys today. This is my little review of the Bisonte. And keep your eyes out for the next 3 tanks, because there's 3 more I gotta do. And that'll probably be coming out in 2 days. So, yeah. That's all I got for you guys today. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.